You're welcome back to the YouTube channel. If this is the first time coming across our channel, please do well to subscribe, turn on the bell notification, and like this video. So, in today's video, we've visited a rabbit slash poultry farm here in the city of Calabar. So, this is the owner of the farm. Sir, please introduce yourself to us. Tell us your name and the name of your farm.
I remain Godwin Kemeshimi. The name of the farm is Godwin Farms.
Okay, Godwin Farms.
I
I
dey come.
notice you are combining both rabbits and poultry, and you're also trying to bring in snail farming into your farm. So, how has the journey been so far for you, combining rabbits and poultry? Okay.
But journey is so smooth, so nice. Though there are challenges, trying to combine the two together because, there are time space.
Okay.
Yes.
The time space, which takes longer to get to table size, which take longer.
Of course, the rabbit takes longer.
Okay.
Why the poultry, the birds takes maximum 2-3 months. 2 months at least 10 weeks, which is about 2 months and 2 weeks.
Okay. So, sir, what has been the few challenges you have been facing based on your rabbitry and your poultry farm? What has been those few challenges you have been facing?
For the rabbits, the challenge is one, the marketing, two, space, and the third one is the feeding.
Okay.
Yeah, because as they increase, of course, the feeding increase, and then in this side, well, for now, let me not say for now, no sponsor. So we've
Okay.
not really gotten any
Mm,
sponsor from be the government or private like that.
mm,
Then for the poultry birds,
okay.
if the challenge is because of the quantity I'm doing, I cannot formulate the feed for now.
Okay.
So I still go around to buy. But if when you get to that level of 5,000, 10,000, you start formulating your own feed. So
Yeah.
the cost and this thing will reduce. So
Okay.
for now, the only challenge I just see is the feed. Feed
Okay.
is on the high side.
But in the rabbits, there's a way you can actually cut the cost of the feeding, and I know you are doing that because I saw you feeding them some of the corn, this corn shafts.
Yes.
I saw you feeding it to them. So, does that still give you the same size you should get after maybe 4 months? You're supposed to get the table size.
Yes, with the rabbit, I do mix their feed. Yes, it gives me the size I want.
Okay, you mix
Yes,
their feed, both forages.
forage and the mixed one too with the vegetables around. It gives a good table size at 4 months.
Okay, so what formula do you use for your feed formulation for your rabbit?
I don't have one specified formula.
Okay, I know that was why I
So,
asked.
well, if I use a tiger nut chaff,
Okay,
I use corn chaff,
okay,
I use specifically I use chicken or this other
top
white one.
feed,
No, not top feed.
Ultima.
Ultima.
Okay,
Yeah, and PKC is there too.
okay.
So these are the mixture I use
Mm.
to give them. So it gives me good result.
And it's like the price
The
is
price
lesser.
is very, very low. You sure with 10,000 or 15,000, you have a good quantity of food that can take you for like 4 or 5 months.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so I know you are into poultry and still into rabbit. What are those few benefits that the rabbit farming gives you that you can't get from the poultry farm side?
The rabbit, one, the meat advantage. I eat it. Of
Yeah,
course,
yeah,
I
yeah.
eat. Considering my age and other things, I eat. Then for the manure, the rabbit manure is far, far better than the poultry own. I sell the rabbit manure. I
Okay.
sell it, yes. And people, a woman that came to buy has now acknowledged that the rabbit manure is better. So for me, I enjoy the rabbit, but for now, I make more money from the
From the
poultry.
poultry. Okay.
Let's say
Okay,
it.
let's talk about the money aspect now. Like how explain to us, how do you mean when you say you make more money from the poultry side?
In 8 weeks,
Okay, in 8 weeks you can
yes,
sell
I
out.
start selling my
But
birds.
rabbits too, you can sell the bunnies at 6 weeks.
You can sell for 6 weeks, but the market is not
Okay, as
as
fast as,
fast as
yeah,
etc. Yeah,
that's true.
yes.
That's true. But I know you don't have an issue with the marketing for the rabbit because I
Yes.
noticed you used to sell it. Even when I started coming here, it was a period whereby you used to feed your rabbit mainly on pellets,
Pellet,
but
yes.
you later changed based on the cost of pellets was drastically increasing.
Yes.
So the problem is it that the market is not stable, or just explain to us about the marketing of the rabbit?
Rabbit. No, the market one is not stable, and people are yet to get the advantage of rabbit. As I earlier said in one of our video we made,
Uh,
rabbit farmers, especially let me say in Cross River, we are not to that level where you have rabbit, I have rabbit. I'm looking for buy, you are looking for buy. So in so doing, we slash down our cost.
okay.
Eh,
Yeah.
if a rabbit can go for 5,000,
Mm.
I'm telling you, people will prefer rabbit to
Okay.
chicken because the advantage and their health advantage rabbit compared to chicken, it
Chicken.
cannot be overemphasized.
Mm.
Yes.
Okay. So talking about the rabbits, once in a while rabbits do get sick. So what kind of medications do you use?
I want to tell you something today, which
Uh,
I've not said for a very long time. Since January, I'm not sure I've used any medication.
okay.
Yes. I know, as I told you, my dad grew up from, I learned this thing from my dad. So,
Okay.
what I do is, I look for herbs.
Mm.
I give to them at every interval.
Okay. What kind of herbs?
One, scent leaf.
Okay.
Two, bitter leaf.
Mm-hmm.
Three, purple.
Mm.
Then even guava. All
Oh,
these
guava
things,
too.
yes, guava too. All
Okay.
these are medicinal to even we human being.
Okay.
Yes. And I've heard of aloe vera, which I've not tried.
Okay.
I've not tried that one. That's it.
So the pawpaw leaf and the guava leaf, what do you use them to treat? Is it that you give them once a month, or explain
Like
to
the
us
pawpaw leaf,
how
of
do you
course,
use it?
the pawpaw leaf for the warming.
Okay.
So what I do is once they are born,
Okay.
once I have a little bunny, they're like 2 weeks.
Mm.
2 weeks. Once I come out from the this thing, I
Mm.
put the pawpaw leaf there. The mother. The thing there is, if you put it, they will not eat.
Mm.
But you just take your mind off.
Yeah.
Once they are hungry, they'll be forced to eat. Just
Yeah.
like children that don't want to take drugs.
Mm.
Once you force them, they'll take. So that's just it.
Okay.
Then for the bitter leaf has many purpose. It's
Okay.
multivitamin and
Mm.
it's like an appetizer. Make somebody to eat.
Okay.
So we give them. Then the what is the other one?
The guava and
The
the
scent leaf.
okay.
Scent leaf in human it detoxifies.
Okay.
So when you give them scent leaf, it detoxifies the body.
Yeah. Like
Yes,
a cleansing
like a
method.
cleansing method. So it
Okay.
makes them look healthier and better.
Okay.
Then aloe vera, which I've not tried, which I know I use it to,
Uh,
is antibiotic. So
mm.
I've not tried that one because I've not gotten aloe vera in large quantity to try.
Okay.
Yes.
So how many times do you feed your rabbit and your birds in a day?
Oh, I feed my rabbit 2 times. I feed my bird 2 times and I give them good food. I mix it. Sometimes in the morning I give them vegetable. In the
Mm.
evening I give them feed.
Okay.
Like that. But for the rabbit, the bird, of course, their
Yeah.
feet are already
Yeah.
constant. Yeah.
Okay, so for someone that wants to go into rabbit farming, what are those things the person need to get like readily available so that as he's going into the rabbit farming industry, he won't get issues, maybe rabbits start dying, or what are those things they should like those things you need them to know, and those things they should get readily available if it is drugs, if it is the organic method of um giving them medications, what are those things that they need to get available in their farm?
Well, I will encourage the person to first of all, there's this thing that is not common in this side. Get
Okay.
yourself attached.
Okay.
Yes, get yourself attached to somebody that has rabbit. If it
Mm.
means pay, pay. Knowledge is not
Yeah.
easy to get.
Mm.
Pay, get yourself attached to somebody. In 1 week, 2 weeks, you've gotten the knowledge needed for it. If it is you want to practice it, you practice.
Mm.
You want to him to give you down, you write it down, you give it down.
Okay.
I know with Facebook now, people with internet, people get information on the net, but
Yeah.
there are some things that you need to
Yes,
do
sure.
practically.
Mm.
So I will encourage anybody that want to go into rabbitry. After making your own study, you still need the practical knowledge. So
Mm.
get yourself attached to somebody that has rabbit farm. In 2-3 days, you're okay.
Okay.
Just to know, then he tells you how he feeds them, medication, their signs.
Mm.
Because their signs, you know that this rabbit is like this, it's not feeling fine. So that's just it.
Okay. So is there any special breed for someone who is a beginner, that for someone that is a beginner to buy, that maybe they don't get sick easily based on the person is still a beginner, maybe might not really know how to manage the them when they get sick? Is there any breed you would advise for someone to get?
Yes, from experience. So
Okay.
yeah, I would advise the Dutch and
Okay.
Dutch, Palomino,
Uh,
this other one they call this Mary here. I don't know
okay.
the
Chestnuts.
chestnut.
Okay.
Highlight too, yes, but need a little attention. Highlight
Okay.
is just like 1/2.
Okay.
But these ones I mentioned, they are 100%.
Okay. So Dutch, but a lot of people used to say Dutch rabbit, they don't grow big and all of that.
I want to disagree.
Okay. That's what I
I
want.
want to disagree.
Okay.
Yes, I had my first Dutch
Mm.
was Prince.
Okay.
Oh,
So guys, for you hear him calling names, they used to name their rabbit here. They name their rabbit. So don't get confused when he start calling names. It's the names of the rabbit he's calling. So continue, sir.
Prince was very big to the extent that the father, Michael,
Mm.
was beating the father.
Okay, the prince was
Was
beating the father,
yes, bigger than the father.
and he was a Dutch.
It was a Dutch.
Okay,
Of
and the
course,
father
you know
was,
Michael very well.
yeah,
So
the
you
father was a highler.
was Hyla,
Okay.
and Prince was a Dutch.
Mm.
So because of the way he used to fight with the father, you can keep to my children to the very first time.
Mm.
My children said, "Daddy killed this rabbit." Yeah.
Okay.
And when I killed the rabbit, that was the first rabbit I killed,
Okay.
as in out of will.
Mm.
The meat was big.
Mm.
If I weigh it, to be more than four.
Okay.
More than four.
Okay. So
Though the mistake I made then, I didn't weigh it.
okay.
Yes.
So that means Dutchies
Are big.
grow big too.
Yes. Of course, you know, I was feeding with
Yes.
pellets then.
Yeah.
I was feeding throughout pellets and vegetables. Pellet and vegetable.
So what is your breeding method? How many times does your rabbit give birth in a year? I know you give them a lot of time to rest. You don't rush the crossing.
Yes. I don't
So
rush the crossing because of the
what?
mother.
Because of
The mother. I like the mothers to be healthy.
okay, your
The
reason as to why you
dose.
don't rush it
Yeah.
is for the mother to be healthy. So if you overcross it, does it have a disadvantage?
Yes, you know, like every woman.
Mm-hmm.
If a woman gives birth every time without regaining her strength,
Yeah.
it shows in her body.
Okay.
So if I show you some of my rabbits that this one has given birth 2-3 times, you look at it, are you sure? I say yes. So when you allow them, some people say 6 weeks. Sometimes I do give even 10.
Okay, 10 weeks.
Yes, even 12. Like
Wow.
this one, like Mary now, Mary is overdue.
I know because her
Uh,
kids are big.
yes, Mary is overdue.
Mm.
Yes.
Okay, so you give them like 12 weeks, then
Correct.
they'll be with their kids.
Yes, I'm not in a hurry.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
I'm not in a hurry.
But some people maybe if they are feeding it, a waste of time feeding the rabbit and it's not giving birth. Don't you have any?
If you are into large commercial quantity farming,
Uh,
6-8 weeks is okay.
okay.
Yes, and if you have the space, just as I earlier said,
Mm,
space is one of the
yeah,
challenge. Yeah, so because there's no space, if I have space, maximum of 8 weeks, that's two
because they do
months.
give birth.
They give birth. So
I know the period that period where your rabbit was almost reaching almost 70. It was a lot. Like you were trying to manage the space and
manage the
all of that.
space. Yes.
Eh. So okay, for the poultry now,
Mm.
for the poultry aspect, maybe for those that want to go into poultry farming, what is your advice to them? Because for me, I don't like poultry farming. One of the reasons why as to which I don't like poultry farming is because of the mortality rate. That's why I don't like poultry farming personally. Not that I cannot go into it, but I prefer rabbit. Rabbits don't die like compared to birds.
Yeah.
So anyone that is going into poultry farming, what are those advices? I know they are professional when it comes to poultry farming, like Mr. Daniel from Farm Up. So, what are the advices you give to
I
people
said,
that want to go into poultry farming? Those things that they need to know before going into it.
just as I earlier said in the rabbit farming,
Yeah.
poultry farming, you need more intensive training.
Okay.
Yes, from day one
Mm.
to the
Especially the
final
brooding
stage,
stage.
especially the brooding stage.
Mm.
So there are so many things you need to know. There are things you need to get on ground.
Mm.
One, in farming generally,
Mm.
we need water,
Okay.
especially for poultry.
Yeah.
But in rabbit, we might not need that quantity of water. So if you want to go into poultry, first of all, you need water.
Okay.
Yes, you need water. Is they can survive they can survive without food, but they cannot survive without water.
Okay.
Yes. So we need water. Then you need to go to, as I earlier said, you need to go into training. There are not things you need to meet somebody like rabbit. 2-3 days you are done. But for poultry,
Mm.
you need to follow from day one to the final stage.
Okay.
That's if you want to get good training, you need to follow from day one. And one of the things you need to sweep the place too.
Yeah.
It's part
Cleanliness.
cleaning of the place is part of the process.
Yeah.
In day one, you might not in brooding it. The sweeping might be very easy because they are not still growing, so the way
Yeah.
they pull is not
It's
much.
not much. It's less.
But
Yeah.
you see that one there, every 2-3 days I pack
Yeah.
because their quantity has reached. And the feeding, I feed my rabbit very well. So
Your
and my
best.
manures, my beds, the manures are very very rich for those people I used to buy.
So, is there any organic medication you give to the birds?
This is my secret. You asking me.
Please share with us. We need to know.
Yes.
Especially for those of us that want to.
For the first 4 weeks,
Okay.
I there are drugs I give them,
Okay.
but after that 4 weeks, I don't give any medication.
Okay. You
I
just
just
give
use
purely feed.
purely organic method. If
Okay.
you want me to mention, I will not mention it.
So, okay. So, sir, for the birds, is there any multivitamin you give to them or any drug you give to them to make them eat very well?
Yes. Yeah, the old day one, the
Okay.
breeding stage. Their breeding stage, we give them glucose.
Okay.
Yes, for to welcome them.
Okay.
Yes, for like 4 5 hours.
Mm,
And after that, you give them water.
mm,
You give them water. You give them glucose. You give them glucose in their brooding stage. Their brooding stage is between me. I take between day 1 to 4 weeks.
mm.
That's their brooding stage. Give them within that time. I give them glucose 3 times.
Okay.
Yes, glucose and medication, antibiotic and anticoccidiasis.
Okay. So, sir, let's come to the money aspect now. For your rabbit manual, how do you sell them? How do you meet people that buy? Because a lot of people are looking for buyers. How do you meet people like that buy your rabbit manual?
Initially, I don't look for people that buy
Okay.
rabbit manual. I use it around.
Okay.
But somebody just came one day
Mm,
for the fowl manual,
mm.
and I introduced her to the rabbit.
Your rabbit manual.
Yes, rabbit manual. So though she reluctantly bought it.
Okay.
Yes, she reluctantly bought it. I just
Mm-hmm.
sold for her at a giveaway price.
Okay.
After some days, my wife told me that she told a friend that the rabbit manual is very good. You made her cucumber to come out compared to the this.
Yeah.
And I said okay. So
Mm.
since then, I've started. She now got the awareness that rabbit manual is far better than
Okay. So
yes.
a bag of rabbit manure goes for how much? Like a bag of that 25 kg.
25 kg I give for 500,
Okay.
1,000, 500, 1,000.
Okay.
Yes. Why for poultry is 300. For
Okay.
birds
So the
is
rabbit own is higher.
higher.
Oh wow.
Yes.
So for those of you guys that are looking for people to buy your rabbit manure, maybe you can just meet those people farming crops around you. Then when you meet them, tell them the advantages. They should stop using fertilizers on their crop. Their rabbit manure is better off than those fertilizers. So you notice they will come and start buying from you. Okay, I think we have come to the end of this video. So if you are still watching this video, in this our channel, we teach you mainly about rabbits and other livestock. So if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please do well to click on the red subscribe button down there, like this video, comment what you think about this video, also share with your fellow rabbit farmers so that they can also learn from this video. So thank you guys once again for having me, and until next time, as I always say, peace out.